Hello family, welcome back to the channel, home of the RLC community and home of the Patreon, okay, that offers the most value out there. Okay, if you're interested in the Patreon, the links will be in the description and in the comments, and you can cancel at any time. Okay, and if you're interested in the merch, those links will be in the description and in the comments also. All right, so look, if we look at what's going on right now with Saitama, everything is falling, okay, in place for this project right now. Okay, everything is falling in place. We've just gotten listed on Coin Market Cap. Okay, and it's just a matter of time before they get into the proper rankings. Okay, now they're still updating a lot of stuff. Also, now I know we also had the big sell-off. Okay, as we can see right here, we've had a big sell-off. We're down kind of like at the 5/8 right now, the 2.058. Now we got as high as we did get as high as the 8 range, the 208, the 208. But you know that when we reach those all-time highs, okay, we're gonna have some big sell-off. So that was our first new all-time high. We had those sell-off, but that's actually a good thing because we're actually ridding ourselves of those paper hand and those short-term holders out there. Now we are down 20%, but you have to understand this is based off of a 16K holder mark. So far we've had 16K airdrops, and the airdrop process, okay, is still in progress. Okay, so we can't get upset too much about that. The thing is this: we're still filtering out a lot of those short-term sellers. All right, so I do believe that this will go up as the airdrops continue and as we get a lot more of those holders, okay, that comes into the project. All right, now so far we've had about 2 million in volume, almost 3 million in volume for every 24 hours, and that I expect that to really increase as we get more holders in here. Okay, now like I said, a lot of these this whole thing right here is a process. Okay, we're talking about 370K airdrops that has to go on. Now despite what anybody says, I know people out there talking about dust wallets and all that, but like I said, dust wallets does not exist. All those are low value wallets, and the value of those wallets okay, will go up, okay, as they receive their airdrops. Okay, like I said, you got to get properly educated out here because the critics are not going to tell you, okay, what you need to know. Now, like I said, I do expect, we are down 20%, but I do expect, okay, I do expect this to go back up. I do expect the price action to go back up. And the thing is this right here. Okay, now I know that some are still upset over their that they have not received their airdrops. Okay, but the thing is this: we have to look at that how the bigger wallets had to be catered to first in order to hold the chart. Okay, so a lot of the smaller holders, okay, can come in on a steady chart because we all know that the smaller holders were not going to be strong enough to hold this chart. Okay, once you got some sell-offs, if it was just smaller holders at first, the chart was going to look way worse than this. We probably would have gained a zero. Okay, so we have to look at the big picture. So just know that you will get your airdrops. All right, they will be coming around to you. You just have to wait your turn, and we also have to just give it time. Okay, now I know that we got a timeline. All right, but when it comes to timelines, all right, let me see, because my small screen had kind of jacked up. I'm gonna just talk like this because my computer is doing a lot of downloading. All right, but when it comes to a lot of these smaller timelines, all right, you have to give it time. All right, you have to give it time because of the holders we have. We still have, look, 371K holders is still 371K holders. All right, no matter how you try to spin it, a lot of those critics out there, they're just, they just have so much hate for Saitama. All right, and no matter how much you try to spin it, it's still 370K holders. Like I said, dust wallets do not exist. They're low value wallets. Okay, and when the value go up in those wallets because of the airdrops, all right, a lot of more of those wallets will become highly active. Now, how do I know that the value will go up? Because right now the issue is that You know, the issue what people are saying is that, you know, they cannot sell a lot of those tokens, okay, in those wallets, and they're also saying that, you know, they can't even afford fees. So what do you think is going to happen when they get those airdrops come, okay, and more holders come in, okay, not the 16K that we're basing everything on. What happens when you think when more of those holders come in, okay, and the we start killing zeros. All right, once we kill a zero, you know, a lot of those holders are going to have been able to have doubled their value. So then they will have more than enough value to pay for fees and all that in the sale that Saitama. Do you understand? Do you understand where I'm getting to? They will have way more than enough fees, okay, to do that. All right, and so that's why I say that, you know, there's no such thing as dust wallets, because the value will go up on its own when we get when things are happening like these airdrops that's going on. Okay, so I expect a lot of those wallets to become highly active. I expect a lot of individuals to get their tokens also who are still waiting. And like I said, this is a process. So when I say this is a process, we also have to use common sense. Now I know that they're giving us, you know, timelines and all of that stuff, but you have to use common sense and look at the big picture of what's going on. All right, if we have 16K holders and they're giving you a timeline, okay, of like 24 hours or something, what makes you think that they're going to be able to get all of those airdrops out? Okay, what makes you think they're going to get all of those airdrops out in 24 hours? We're at 16K. We've still got what, 300 and something K more to go. I mean, it just don't make sense. Okay, so when despite them giving timelines, I don't care about them giving timelines, because the good thing about timelines is that anything can happen in between where they are able, okay, to have a fortunate situation where all of those airdrops do come out. Okay, now the thing about that also is that, you know, let's say if they did not give a timeline. Okay, let's say if they had given a longer timeline and they came up on a fortunate situation where they were able to dish out all of the airdrops, okay, the rest of the airdrops all at the same time right away, then you would have had individuals, okay, you know, in the chats and all that talking about, you know, I have been got my airdrops. All right, they did not really give a timeline this early. Okay, my airdrops have been sitting in my wallet all this time. I did not know. They did not give me a timeline. Do you see how it would lead to actually more complaints? Okay, so I think it's good giving you know, lower timelines, because it gives them a lot of room for error, just in case they have a fortunate situation where, okay, they are able to get a lot of these airdrops out. Okay, so I like the strategy. Y'all have to know a strategy, which I'd rather them do it this way or the opposite way. Okay, you don't want them giving you out longer timelines, okay, because you know, they could have a situation where, you know, investors are still disgruntled because they were not aware that they had their tokens earlier than expected. All right, so everything is lining up. I can't wait till we get the proper ranking up here. We got a lot more to go. As you can see, the market cap is still a work in progress, because we have those. We're still continuing to have a lot of the investors coming from the airdrops. The volume is at 3 million. Okay, and that's kind of good, because when you look at it, we were doing 3 million in volume. Okay, we were doing 3 to 5 million in volume. Okay, when we had the 200, almost 300K market cap with the Saitama V1. So look, this is a lot more. This should give you a lot more confidence that as a lot more of those investors and holders come in from their airdrops, that this volume is going to be insane. All right, so I want to make this video, and remember, okay, every now will be history tomorrow, and you either have patience in this crypto investing space or lose in the end. This is my video. I'll catch you all on the up and up. Out.